Hi all and welcome to this channel. Today I'm having this presentation on UDF. So I'm starting with the UDF concept from my first video, and will later have some videos on other topics related with UDF. So basically I'm starting the UDF tutorial from today, and will provide more information on the user defined function with later videos. So the first thing is, what is UDF? So UDF is basically a user defined function. So as we all know, we have different type of functions in SQL which we can make use of in our SQL statements. So basically those functions are built-in functions, like for example substring, sum. They are the built-in functions which you can use to perform your task. And system generated functions are those functions which are basically generated whenever you are processing some SQL statements. Like for example, you are using the distinct, so at that time the function which is created is um, system generated functions to handle that data type. Now user defined functions are those functions which are created by the user using the create function command. So whenever we use create function command to create any function, then that is a user defined function. Now if I further differentiate these built-in system generator or user defined function, then they would be scalar, aggregate, or the table function. Now system generated function would always be a scalar function. This is a note for you. And for scalar functions are like substrings, which are basically returning one value, always returning the single result. So they are the scalar function. They can be either external, SQL, or the sourced. Now what is external or the SQL or the sourced? SQL functions are those functions which are written on the SQL language. Okay, and the external functions are those functions which are basically written on some, which are basically calling the programs from some external sources like C, like RPG. So this way you are basically calling a program, external program, and you're creating a function. So they are a external function. They're not an SQL function, because you are not executing an SQL query inside that. You are basically executing a program through that function, and which performs some work. So they are the external functions. But an SQL function is that in which some SQL statements are written and they were performed using that function. So scalar function can be a external one, an SQL one, or a source one. Source is something which is again depend upon some built-in functions or some functions which are already created. Like I defined a function on the average, so that is a source function. Now aggregate function is something which is basically taking some inputs and returning a result set to you. Like average is taking three any number of sets of column and from the table or something else, and returning something, some result to you, one result to you. So that is an average function, and they always be a source function. Table function can be external one or a scalar SQL one, but this cannot be a source one. So table function is something which is always used with the from clause in a select statement. So in place of a table, select a star from some table. So you are not going to use that table, you are using the function, table function, instead of that. So what that does, for example, a table contains a large number of objects, large number of data rows, and you don't want to process all the rows. So that function would give you a way to process some sensitive data or the records which you are only needing at that time. So it just improves your performance, system performance. So now what is user defined function. The user defined function is something which is created by the user using the create function, and they are basically registered to the database, DB2 database. So once how user can execute that, user has to write that in the SQL statement. So they have to reference that in the SQL statement. For example, I am selecting, just take an example here, I am select field 1 comma field 2 from table 1. So I'm simply writing this SQL and nothing else, but I want to use some function. So if I want to trim this, so I would be using trim. So the same way, this is a built-in function, this is not a user defined function. So for example, you are going to create some function named, let's say you have created a function tagged which takes this integer value, let's say this is integer value, and that converts, and this integer, maybe suppose this is a zone value, and this converts to packed value or something else. For example, you created this Unicode function and this converts this character field to the Unicode field, or it may be giving you some, for example, syntax to you, that this syntax would be used to convert something to some other data type, for example from integer to character or character to integer. So like this one, char. So the same way you will be creating your function and you will be using your function in your SQL statements. So basically you can reference your SQL function, user defined function, in the SQL statements, and you can run them, and they make your process fast. But one important thing is, like, whenever you are creating a user defined function, just take a note always, whenever you are creating a function, user defined function, the function must run in a limited amount of time. For example, a time allocated by the DB2 to run that. But if that is running in taking a lot of time to execute, it may be chances that your function would get failed, because time is allocated for a function and it must perform that task within that allocated time by the DB2. If it does not able to execute that in that time, it would fail with the timeout. So we got to know that if a process is taking a lot of time, so we do not go for a function in that case to create that function for that process. Now this user defined function can be an external or an SQL one. So we can either create a SQL function out of it, or the external function, where in external function the language can be anything, like for example RPGLE in our case, or a language like C, something else. But in SQL statement SQL function, the language always be SQL. So this way we can create a user defined function. This is the whole concept of function. Now how a function is we got to know the function name. The function name is always come up with the schema and then dot or slash, whatever system naming you are using at that time, but we prefer to use dot with the function name. That is the SQL naming convention. Then schema dot function name. So for example, whenever you are creating any SQL function, they get registered in the database view, and that is sysfuncs. So let me show you that. Select star from qsys2.sysfuncs. So you can see this is the schema name. So these are those some functions which are created in these libraries. Just take them. So you can see all these functions are created. Some of them are created by some users, or some are built in, or so you can see these are the functions like square or something else, SQL get this, SQL get where, varchar, row ID, and all these things. You can see the routine schema, that is the library name. Now this is the function name. This is the creation date. So this column will tell you whether this is an SQL function or an external function. So whenever you are creating an SQL function, that would take SQL, or else it will be external. This is the name, which is basically, you can see this is an SQL function, this is an external function. This would now going to call this procedure from this service program, which is present in this QSys library. And if this is not the case, either this would be simple this way. So it is calling a program, and this is, you can see that this is an SQL function, and here you can see the languages which are used, like C, RPGLE. In case of Java, it is Java, you can see, and it's in case of COBOL, and all these things. These are other parameters which are basically used with when we are creating the function. So basically you can check when you are creating a function that entry is registered in this table or not, this in this view or not. This is a view which is based upon the sysroutine table. So either you can check in the sysfuncs or sysroutine as well. So you can also get this information in the sysroutine. So here you can see this is the function schema, and this is the function name. Let me so that's what I want to show here, and I would be coming up with more videos on these SQL and external functions in whenever we are creating a user defined function and other things as well. So just wait for my next videos. That's all in this video. This is just an introduction to UDF. So thanks, and thank you, and have a nice time.